Next, we'll hear from Sean Brown, the owner of Move Mountains Company, which is a photography business and has been severely distressed due to the cancellation of many weddings. Sean?
Thank you guys so much for hearing us out. My name is Sean Brown. I own Move Mountains Co. We do wedding photography. During this time, we've been severely impacted. We had about 100 weddings, over 100 weddings scheduled for the 2020 season. We employ about 4 people, along with quite a handful of subcontractors. When this whole thing first rolled out, we started seeing cancellations for March, April, and May, which we started rescheduling into the later part of the season, which was about August for us. Those brides had to reschedule, which is quite time-consuming, stressful to line up 4, 5, 6 different vendors to make sure they're all available. Once we found out the severity of the impact of this virus, they realized that they needed to reschedule their wedding a second time. And there's just been a greater and greater uncertainty of what's happening. So they feel a certain level of uncertainty, trepidation moving forward with their wedding, even into the 2021 season. So far, we've rescheduled, I believe, 80 weddings into the 2021 season, and we have about 50 more that could possibly postpone. So we're going to move all those to the 2021 season. That's an entire season. We can't replace those dates. Once those dates are booked for 2021, we can't take on new work. Simultaneously, we need to retain our staff, 4 people. That's 4 salaries that need to be paid for 12 months before we can start making income and revenue again. And we need to be able to do that to be able to shoot these 100+ weddings next year. So I ask you, Governor, how you expect small businesses to be able to do this, to stay in business, to make good on our contracts to our customers for next year, while staying in business. And we still have to retain our advertising services. We still have to retain, like I said, our employees, our rents. So these are big questions that I'm facing. I know there's a lot of small business owners. I know restaurants. I've had a few friends who've worked in the restaurant industry, and they operate on very small margins to begin with. How they're expected to survive operating at 50% capacity, not to mention the strict guidelines and what they're expected to do. And then I also just want to touch on churches being open, as I'm a Christian myself, and it's been a very tough season. I haven't been able to meet with my pastors, my friends, my church family, and that's been very difficult. And what I'm having a tough time understanding is, how we can, to go to these hotspots where we're able to get food takeout, go to Home Depot, shopping centers like Home Depot, Walmart, and these places operate 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But churches that operate for a couple hours once a week can't meet. So that's a challenging thing to reconcile in my mind of why churches are deemed non-essential. But I thank you for listening, and I hope we can work together and come up with better solutions. Thank you so much.